Yo, what's up, man? It's your brother. And hopefully your friend, Big Hill. Well, Quasi in the building. Each one teach one. So check it out, man. I want to, lately I've been seeing on online, on these social media platforms. I think it's particularly Facebook and TikTok. And I'm guilty. I've done it too. You know, when dude got his cap, when the racist dude got his cap twisted, right? Uh, and then all these damn white supremacists started coming out talking about war, and dude put out a song about hanging black folk. He went and wrote a damn song, hang them in a tree. And then the couple of brothers in Mississippi, man, got hung down there in Mississippi. Couple of young brothers, right? And then and then brothers started coming online, man. Letting these white supremacists know, man, that this ain't the 1950s, yo. This ain't the middle and early 20th century where, y'all did these things to black folk regularly without consequence. And, a lot of them, man, real slick about it, letting you hear the gun, letting you hear that thing, make that sound. So what I want to do right now, man, is just tell these brothers who own guns, who carry guns. Me, I'm a legal gun owner. I have a license to carry a gun. But you have to be responsible in it. And one of the first thing, man, if you carrying a gun and you don't know the first four gun safety, first four rules of gun safety, right? You dangerous. You just got a gun. You know what I'm saying? So for those of you who don't know, I'm gonna break these four rules down, man. The first rule is treat every gun as if it's loaded, right? When someone hands you a gun, you check it. You rack it. Make sure there's not a round in it. Every gun you have, you treat as if it was loaded. That's the first rule. Second rule is never point a gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. You know what I'm saying? That if you don't intend on to destroy it, man, don't point your gun. Don't brandish. Brandishing a firearm is a crime. So you don't just pull out your gun just to show people you got a gun. Seen a video where the girl, the gay girl, was in a relationship. The boy was over there to see his child, and she was on there arguing with the boy about something. And then she runs in the house and go gets her gun and comes back talking about, oh my mama, with a gun in her hand. And when she come out of there, dude just lit into her. You know what I'm talking about? That was the end of it right there. You don't brandish firearms. But anyway, man, first rule, treat every gun as if it's loaded. Second rule, never point a gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. Third rule, practice finger discipline. You never put your finger on that trigger until you're on target, ready to shoot. Don't even put your finger on the trigger. It's the way you hold that gun. And the fourth rule is know your target and what's behind it. Every round that comes out of that firearm has a potential prosecutor attached to it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't practice and you don't hit your target and someone innocent gets hit, you will be prosecuted for that. So know your target and what's behind it. And these four gun safety rules, and they are: treat every gun as if it's loaded. Never point your gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. Practice finger discipline. Keep your finger off that trigger until you're on target. And know your target and what's behind it. And then, I would also suggest that you go get this book right here. Principles of Self-Defense by Andrew Branca. I don't, dude ain't paying me to promote this book. It's just that there are 5 principles of self-defense. And when you have to use your firearm to stop a threat, right? You take somebody down. There are 5 things that the prosecutor going to make sure you have to line up with, and the only thing you have to do is prove that you're not in alignment with one of these. If he could prove that one of these principles that you don't line up with, you can ready to go do a manslaughter or a murder. Yeah, you're going to jail. And the principles are, and then I'm telling you about the dude Andrew F. Branca. Is a lawyer, man. He's an attorney and an internationally recognized expert on self-defense law. They're letting you know, all over the world, dude is known for self-defense law. Andrew consults on criminal cases nationally and teaches lawyers, judges, police, tactical instructors, and civilians. Andrew has been a guest lecturer at the FBI's National Academy and is a graduate of the Force Science Institute. He is a contributor to the National Review and a use of force subject matter expert for the Wall Street Journal, NPR, and other prominent media. In addition to being a lawyer, Andrew is an IDPA charter member and masterclass competitor. Not only does he teach us about gun and self-defense, he's good with a gun. And an NRA certified instructor in the pistol, rifle, and personal protection. So that right there lets you know that this guy, he's qualified to write a book like this. And those principles of self-defense, the first one is imminence, man. You know what I'm saying? Innocence. You have to be innocent. You can't start nothing with somebody, man, and then say you did something in self-defense. You have to be innocent. The other one is imminence. Imminence is, at the moment that I did what I did, I felt like in that moment my life was in danger, someone else's life was in danger, or someone was getting ready to cause severe bodily harm to me or someone else. Because as a legal firearm owner, I am charged with protecting life. So if I see somebody else is getting brutalized, or somebody come with a gun and get ready to do somebody, I have the right. I have the what's the word I'm looking for? I have the I just say the right. I got the right to handle that, to stop that threat. So there's innocence and imminence. The other one is avoidance. Avoidance is in the South, you have most southern states are stand your ground. I don't have a duty to retreat if I'm in a situation, but if you go to these northern states and maybe out west, you have a duty to retreat before you stop a threat. If something happens and you have to stop a threat, you first have to try to get away. That's crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? But that's the law. That's why it's good to know the law. Like if I'm in New York or upstate in Connecticut or Rhode Island somewhere, and man, somebody, man, come out on me, man, I have to try to get away before I do what I do. You know, I have to try to retreat. I have a duty to retreat. But in the South, it's stand your ground. I have no duty to retreat. So if somebody come up on me in a threatening manner and threaten my life, then yeah, I can stop that threat legally. Okay, it's avoidance. Then there's proportionality. I can't use deadly force in a non-deadly force situation. The force that I use has to be proportionate to the force that was against me. I can't take a non-deadly situation. Somebody hit me in the jaw. I can't pull my pistol out and shoot him. You know, I'm going to jail. Even though he assaulted me, but that's a non-deadly force. Now, if he punches me and then pulls out a knife, okay, yeah. And then the other one is reasonableness. You know, did the action I take, was it a reasonable action that anyone would have took in that situation? So there you go. Innocence, imminence, avoidance, proportionality, and reasonableness. These are the 5 laws of self-defense. These are the laws you must know as a legal gun owner. So if you have to stop a threat, because when you end up in that court, and you will go to court, all the prosecutor has to do is show that you were negligent in one of those, and you go into jail. So, man, I hope that helps you, man. I hope that this information I just shared with you, man, is helpful. You know, learn, if you own a gun, you have a gun, know the gun rules. That's the first thing you need to do. You know, there's no gun safety rules, and then if you're going to carry a gun, know the law. And I also suggest you get some insurance. Like I'm got a USCCA. So if something happens, I can get on the phone and I got legal consultation. Peace. I'm out.